Why did you have to get involved with the Wraithling King?
King Efferdan is not a Wraithling. It's just the name of his family.
But why does everybody believe that you bring bad luck?
I don't bring bad luck.
Come, perhaps that old woman over there knows the way to the fairy scholar. She can take us there in her wagon.
Wait, let me do the talking. You're very talented with the lute.
Why, thank you. It's the tune for a loved one.
A loved one?
But tell me, please, who are you, and why are you tiptoeing around my camp?
We come from Andergast, and we're travelling north to the blood barrier. This is Nuri, and I am Gheron.
The blood barrier? What is your business there?
We're looking for a wise man. It's quite complicated. I can't explain the whole story.
That's okay. I'm not nosy, just careful.
Greetings, Raven.
What dealings does the raven have with you? You bringer of bad luck, Boron's envoy, you and your ilk. You have taken my loved one from me. Go away! Stay away from the messengers of Boron.
And who are you?
Oh yes, I am Isilda, the Carney bride, but I'm a widow now.
What happened to your husband?
Oh, my dear Darian. He was a magnificent acrobat. I used to play the lute and sing while he was performing, but our act didn't earn us much of a living anymore. So he had the high rope set up higher than ever before.
You mean...
There were no last words, and no last wish I could foster in my heart.
That... I know how you...
Never mind.
Where are you headed?
I'm on my way to Andergast. You might know that the Queen of Nostria is eagerly awaited. I want to perform my arts at the town fair there, but now I have a broken wheel on my trailer, and I am stuck.
Suppose I fix the wheel for you.
Good luck with that. It's all splintered.
We'd be much faster if we used the Carney's wagon, but you'd better avoid Andergast, Isilda.
How do you reckon? I'm not going back.
All of Andergast is full of crows. They're hassling the citizens and no one can do anything about them.
That sounds adventurous.
The town fair has been cancelled.
So, it would be useless for me to go there. I guess you've told the truth so far, but I'm still not completely convinced.
The people in Andergast are very suspicious of strangers, especially of women like you. What if they take you for a witch and hunt you down?
By the beard of Rato, I've been to Andergast many a time. You can't make me believe that.
Well, Nuri here barely escaped alive.
Nonsense.
The Raven. He came from the direction of Andergast. Perhaps he's a bad omen.
I don't want to have anything to do with this messenger of bad luck. I guess I'd better turn round, but my problem remains. As long as the wheel is broken, I'm stuck here.
Suppose I fix the wheel for you.
Good luck with that. It's all splintered. You can come back if you want to warm yourself up.
She looks sad. Take a little rest. We still have a long way ahead of us.
How long?
I don't know. I never travelled very far. I hope everything will turn out all right.
Don't you worry. The Birdman will watch over us.
I don't trust this raven worth a farthing.
I'm not talking about the raven. I'm talking about the Birdman. He wears a colourful dress of plumes and is wrapped in stardust. And when he plays the flute, our hearts break from the yearning for distant places. It's the song of freedom, Gheron. You just have to listen. It's so beautiful.
Birdman? You mean Arvis, the patron god of adventurers?
Wherever we go, he'll watch over us.
Why do you trust the raven?
He just wants to help us.
He doesn't have a reason to do that, and he keeps insulting me.
You're not making it easy to be nice to you. He is a good bird, and I believe he wants to prove that to himself by helping us. And you, Gheron, will have to learn to trust someone. Not everyone is always against you.
I am a bird catcher. I'm not gonna trust a darn bird. What if the birdman doesn't watch over us? What if something happens to us?
Stop it. You're making me all confused. I'm going to count the stars now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
By the gods, you can't mean that.
You should try for yourself. It will calm you down in a moment. 37.
There, you forgot one.
I like it much better like that.
Aren't you tired too?
Not one bit.
So you can fix things with a spell, yes?
It's not good when things are broken, but that's all I can do. Bigger spells drain too much energy from me when I'm not in the fairyland. I'd perish like a small, insignificant little flame.
But repairing things is definitely an option.
Yes, that's easy. It's similar to your breaking talent, but instead of imagining things smashed apart, you have to imagine the shards reassembling. Just tell me what you want me to fix, but all the components have to be present. So if a jug is broken into 7 shards, you'd have to have all 7 pieces. And then you'd have to say, I wish. The I wish part is very important.
Horses are almost as mysterious as fairies to me. Hey!
The truncated unicorn doesn't like Gheron.
Unicorn?
No worries. My Yimra is as stoic as an oak.
Didn't you want to explore the surroundings, Raven?
It's late at night, and I'm not an owl, bonehead.
At least you could flutter around somewhere else for a change. You scared that old woman to death.
If that's what you want, I'm used to ingratitude.
A broken wheel. Great. A part of the broken cartwheel. Just a moment. There's something lying there. All right. I wish... Hey! Really very funny.
A nice wheel.
Oh, you can do magic?
Not much anymore.
Are you a druid's daughter?
No, I am Nuri Vandra. Do you command magic?
Well, nothing like that. But I know a different kind of magic.
Really?
Darian and I were sometimes able to literally blind our audience. Watch out.
Oh, such a beautiful, bright light. But do you always use this white powder for your magic?
What powder?
And it doesn't hurt you to summon light? Does the powder lessen your pain?
I really don't know what you're talking about.
Can't make out much through the holes. Gwynnling and I used to catch dragonflies on the bank slopes of Andra. He then proceeded to skewer them. Gwynnling and I used to catch dragonflies on the bank slopes of Andra. He then proceeded to skewer them. The wheel is back on the axle. Would you agree to give us a ride for a while now?
You have fixed the wagon, and by Travia I can use a little company. Here are the keys to the trailer. I'll stay at the campfire a little while longer.
That's the first time someone ever trusted me with one of these. They say you shouldn't look into a fairy's face for too long. I hope she'll get tired at some point. Nuri! I'll have a further look around.
Let's go in. This was a nice day.
Oh yeah, like hell it was. I won the oak leaf challenge.
What are we going to do next?
We'll sleep.
Look! This is the white powder the wrinkly woman used to summon the glistening white light. I saw her throwing it into the fire.
Don't touch that. Who knows what it is?
I'll sleep in the bed. You can have the rug.
Huh? What? What was that? That came from outside.
No, nobody was here.
She's lying.
Regrettable.
He who speaks lies shall hold his tongue.
Please, believe me. There's no one here besides me.
Oh yes, they are here.
She's trying to lead us up the garden path. She'll have to tell us where they are.
Please, I can't tell you anything else.
In that case, we can't leave her unscathed.
Will you go away?
Time flows fast in this world.
Lives are shortened all the time. They are here, and we will find them.
What's going on?
Two strange figures are looking for us. They don't know where we are yet, but they're threatening Isidar.
Oh no. We must help her.
I have to distract the creatures somehow, or chase them off. It's hollow. Who's still making puppets out of clay?
Who's that?
Some made-up characters. Why should I care?
Maybe they'll help us. The middle one looks like the king of the imps.
They'd only slow me down. Perhaps I can go outside via the roof. You say she used this white powder to summon a bright light, right?
What powder?
I hope the powder does what it's supposed to.
She's trying to lead us up the garden path. She'll have to tell us where they are.
Please, I can't tell you anything else.
In that case, we can't leave her unscathed.
Will you go away?
Time flows fast in this world.
Lives are shortened all the time. They are here, and we will find them.
No, nobody was here.
She's lying.
Regrettable.
He who speaks lies shall hold his tongue.
Please, believe me. There's no one here besides me.
Oh yes, they are here.
She looks sad. What are those creatures? The creatures seem to be scared of light.
Help Isidore.
Stay at the door. This measly piece of wood won't hold those creatures off for long. I'm not touching the stuff with my... You say she used this...
Wood powder. We must help Isidore.
Stay at the door. I hope the powder does what it's supposed to.
Who's that? Maybe they'll help us. The middle one looks like the king of the...
They'd only slow me down. Cleaning rag. I'd rather have a sword. I could seal the opening of the neck with the rag. Now nothing's trickling out anymore.
Hurry!
She's wasting time.
They are here, and we will find them.
No! No! Ah!
They killed her just like that. The creature is coming to the coach box. I have to get us out of here.
What happened to Isidore?
She's all right. She fled.
But her cry.
The creatures injured her, but then they let her go.
But
And then she ran off into the woods. Nuri, we have to go now. They'll kill us.
ah! Gheron!
Fex be with me. It didn't work. Make yourself useful for once. What are those creatures? I'd better lay low. I'm working as fast as I can. I have to spur on the horse. I can do it, Nuri.
Gheron!
I can do it.
Was it not fate that drove him forth? The seer had sought them out. For the moment, they had been able to escape, but the creatures would never stop chasing them. Who could help them now? When the seer's harp sounds, Andergast will perish, Gwyndling said. And the fairy is the key. Gheron had to find out more about these things. The fairy scholar was his only hope. He was right to let Nuri live. He was deeply convinced of that. Even his darkest dreams didn't reveal what woe this decision would soon befall his hometown. But would he have decided any differently had he known?
Are you really better now?
Stop asking all the time. I'm not staying in the wagon. I've been in there for days. And those pale men stopped chasing us a while ago.
All right, but we'll have to talk about your magic at some point.
Look! A human!
What am I doing here? How often have I dreamt of wearing a coat of arms like this myself?
Why? You're ugly.
Nuri!
This particular young maiden displays an interesting sense of humour.
Hail Rondra, Sir Knight. Could you kindly tell us where we are?
This is the Thash mountain range.
Thash? So the blood barrier is not far off?
It is but a short distance for a travelling knight. For a farm boy and a maiden, it might prove quite a journey.
I am no farmer.
My maiden, you should seek protection from a proper man in these dangerous surroundings.
What kind of a man?
I am Bogomil Vrathling, Knight of Andergast. At your service, fair maiden.
I am Nuri. This is my friend Gheron.
Nuri it is. What an extraordinary name.
What business does a Knight of Andergast have in the Thash Mountains?
The king put me in charge of observing the orc tribes of the Blood Barrier.
You have travelled through the blood barrier?
Of course, but now I have to return to Andergast. There has been some unrest amongst the Tolokai. I have to report to King Efferdan immediately.
Did you run into an explorer in the blood barrier, near a red lake?
Red Lake? No, but if he came from the south, he must have been through here.
We need some gear. A rope, blankets, provisions, everything that can be of use.
Usually you can get those things from Graham, but the old pighead hides in his house and doesn't make a sound. I wouldn't trust that cutthroat anyway. Do you hear that, Graham? You are a cutthroat.
Why does this Graham hide anyway?
The stupid ox won't admit that I am right.
Right?
Right. He refuses to pay the dues he owes me.
What dues?
He's responsible for the death of my horse. Gave him spoiled fodder, so he died miserably. I'm in a hurry, but by foot alone I won't get far.
Why don't you buy this horse and carriage from us?
What use is a carney's trailer to me? But you can leave me your hack. What are you asking for it?
I'm not really sure.
Make up your mind about the price. Then I'll tell you mine.
Rondra be with you, Sir Knight.
And with you.
listen. How are you doing?
I am sad that Isida is gone. I hope these terrors will come to an end soon.
That's why we're looking for the fairy scholar, to prevent worse things from happening. What kind of magic was that you saved us with?
That was the power of the moonlight. It is like fire to the sad fairies. It burns them.
What do you mean, sad fairies?
I felt that they once were just like me.
And now they are sad?
Sure. If fairies lose their command over magic, they don't die but get consumed by darkness instead. Then they're sad and will never be able to laugh again.
To me, they seemed like mean fiends who have Isida's blood on their hands.
They're sad nonetheless. Believe me.
Your magic is fatal, even for you, isn't it? You almost got burned by it yourself.
I didn't want you to die.
Thank you, Nuri.
What are we going to do now?
Why do those mean fairies serve the seer?
You must have put a spell on them. And please stop talking about this subject. It's making me sad.
We need some gear before we can move on.
That's all right. I can do with a little rest.
Very well. Let's carry on later. She seems to have recovered from her breakdown. Great. A voice in my dreams tells me that I'll spell doom for all, and suddenly a bird of death starts following me. Raven, after being a good scout for us these last few days, Nuri has asked me to be nicer to you.
What do you think? Will you be able to do that?
I'll try. How about you?
We'll see.
We were able to escape the seer's creatures and have come a long way. Fate might smile on us favourably. Now we're back in charge.
Well, fate. What do you think that is? Fate.
The will of the gods.
And you think you can bend the will of the gods to fit your agenda?
Every man follows his destiny. It's something the gods let us pursue.
What's your destiny, then?
At least it's not being a cursed bad luck charmer. I'm responsible for the pursuit of my own happiness.
Don't you fear the prophecy? What if your doom is inevitable?
My future hasn't been decided yet.
No one ever escapes from Satinav's boundless gaze.
Tell me more about Satinav.
He's known by many names. The 13-horned, the irresistible, the helmsman of the barge of time. He once was a mighty magician, or even a demigod. The gods chained him to the barge of time because he tried to be the master over his own future.
They say the gods don't like people to determine their own fate.
Like Satinav, we mortals are chained to time.
In that case, I will have to break those chains. Have you seen if those demons are still following us?
Didn't you shake them off?
I think I did. I could be wrong, though. They are mighty creatures of the seer.
I didn't see anyone following us on my scouting flights.
Good.
But that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Don't start raining on my parade. Nuri thinks that the seer's creatures were wicked fairies. How come he's got such a strong relation to fairies?
You're barking up the wrong tree.
Does he plan to make her a wicked fairy as well?
Possibly.
I'll have a further look around. Nuri's Queen of the Winds has once again defeated the King of the Imps and his wicked brother. Never again will the puppeteer tell this story, and that's my fault. Maybe I really am a bad luck charm. An elixir against fading hair. Twirly moustache guy in the picture must have had a sip too much of it. I wish Nuri had never found this thing. At least the music has revived her spirits. The lid makes a perfect bowl. I should keep it. I'll just take it all. Gwyndling taught me how to lure fairies with music. He should have also taught me how to get rid of them again. It's easier to steer a draft horse than I thought, as long as you have a fairy with you who tells the horse what you want.
Futile, my boy. That's a dwarf's job.
Nobody home.
Graham is home. He just went into hiding.
The link between the wheels is missing. It's also impossible to move the wheel. Someone has removed the crank handle. There are engravings on the bell. A lone dwarf in battle with a pack of orcs. Here in the mountains, a bell like this will scare the birds for miles around. Raven? I'll have a further look around.
When will we move on?
I don't have the slightest idea where this red lake is. Besides, without any proper gear, we won't last 2 days in the blood barrier. Fits exactly.
Fire! Murder! The orcs are attacking! What are you lot still doing here? Scram before the black furs get here.
Seems like you've been fooled, Sir Dwarf. The boy has sounded the bell. There are no orcs attacking.
What? What's going on in your wooden head, boy? Sounds the alarm without good cause and forces an honest dwarf out of his warm and comfy chair. I can't believe it.
I just wanted to... You didn't answer the door, sir.
Well, forget it. But you can cut out the formal hogwash while we're at it. Who are you, anyway?
I am Gheron of Andergast.
From Andergast? Just like this one there? Very well, then. My name is Graham, Grandoline's son. And this is Graham's open house.
Open house? Pfft.
What do you want, Gheron of Andergast?
We need gear and provisions for our journey. That means a good length of rope, blankets, water...
Very well. That'll be 1 ducat, please.
What? That's much too expensive.
By Fex and Angrosh, what did you expect? Do you think this stuff grows under the rocks around here? Too expensive? I can't believe it.
But...
You can ask again as soon as you have some money.
I'll sell you the horse and the trailer.
Nah, don't bother. I don't care much for hacks and what they drag around with them.
We're looking for a wise man who is said to be in the blood barrier at the moment, near a red lake.
One of those weirdos, eh? I remember one of them coming through here. Wanted to buy all sorts of stuff from me. Lots of obscure rubbish.
Do you know exactly where I can find him?
Yes. I'll tell you if you can offer me something in exchange. You rub my back, I rub yours, understand?
There you have it, my boy. The dwarf is a cutthroat.
Will you bugger off and take care of your swine?
Where is the fairy scholar, pray tell?
Do you have anything nice to offer me in exchange? In that case, I have no idea where the chap is.
What kind of arguments do you and the knight have anyway?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The knight says you poisoned his horse.
Why, that's what he did.
Shut your face, Rathling!
Bah!
So the knight is lying.
Listen, human, I don't think this is any of your business, so...
All right, all right. I'll leave you to it then. A dark blue tincture. Looks unhealthy.
What? No! By Angrosh and all the beard critters, my beautiful Jenner Creek Blueshine beard dye! Who did that?
Perhaps Angrosh himself has punished you for your vanity, Sir Dwarf.
What will my beard have to say to that?
Wanberries. Their bitter blue juice has healing properties. How am I supposed to reach that? Great. A voice in my dreams tells me that I'll spell doom for all, and suddenly a bird of death starts following me. Raven? Do you see the flower box at the dwarf's house up there?
I see him.
There are wanberries in there. Can you fly up there and get me some?
Do you need a healing remedy? Are you injured?
No, but they are great for wounds. We should be prepared for all possibilities on our journey.
All right then.
Their bitter blue juice has healing properties. Now all I have to do is squeeze the berries. Now all I have to do is squeeze the berries. How do I fill it? How do I fill it? Good old Geratian Bluebeard dye. Can you make use of this Geratian beard tonic? I'll give it to you for some information.
Let's see it. Geratian? I guess this will have to make do until I can get my hands on the real stuff again. So, what do you want to know?
Where exactly has the scholar gone?
He babbled something about a cave to the north of a big orc statue, near a red lake. He couldn't wait to get there. His imp had made a mess of my whole shop.
When did the fairy scholar pass through here?
That must have been a month ago. Wanted to stay the winter in the blood barrier. I called him crazy. All his imp had for me was a dirty laugh.
What is an imp doing with a fairy scholar?
How the hell should I know? That was an unholy, uninhibited, nasty little imp. Ugly and mean. My shop still reeks of his foul mouth.
How do we get to this cave?
First you travel north, through the Screech Owl Forest, or better yet, past Bloodthorn Hollow. Oh, never mind. I'll show you on the map.
Why, thank you, Master Dwarf. I'll leave you to it then. Sir Knight Rathling,
What is it, my boy?
I'll sell you the horse for 1 ducat.
That old nag isn't worth more than half a ducat. And that would be the deal of your life, my boy. So do we have a deal?
No, we need 1 ducat.
Well, my offer still stands.
I guess we'll have to move on without any gear, Nuri.
But I thought we couldn't go on without.
To venture into the blood barrier with insufficient means, that would be foolish.
But we don't have any money, and you refuse to give us enough for the horse.
Bah!
I wonder what your friends at home are doing at the moment.
Why?
Well, they're all alone now, and they surely miss you.
All alone? Miss Greenbelt, we have to go back and fetch them.
No, we can't go back now. Do you want to run directly into the creature's claws? We have to find the fairy scholar. He will help us, and then we can fetch Mrs. Greenbald and the rest.
Miss Greenbelt?
Don't you want to help Nuri, good Sir Knight Rathling?
Oh my.
What's wrong with her?
She's sad that we can't go on.
What can I do for you, Nuri?
Miss Greenbelt.
How can I help?
Please help us out with 1 ducat, good Sir Knight. Half a ducat for the horse and half a ducat to make Nuri smile again.
I think you've got me, my boy. No gold in the world is spent in vain if it makes beauty smile again. Here you go.
I thank you, good knight.
So we can travel soon?
Yes.
And Miss Greenbelt won't have to wait much longer.
Yes, that's the spirit, my girl. Say, don't you want to stay with me after all?
Not on your life.
What are you staring at? Is something wrong with my beard?
I'm just ever so amazed by its blue shining luster.
In that case, you're forgiven, greatling. What do you want?
Here's the money for the gear.
Wonderful! Here's your stuff. It's exceptional quality. Good value, too.
I sure hope so, dwarf.
I'll give you some advice for free. When you go into the blood barrier, you'd better not burden yourself with too much stuff. You'll feel every ounce in your bones up in the mountains.
Yes, I know that. I'll leave you to it then. Listen. Let's carry on later. Come on, Nuri. Let's move on.
Come along, Raven.
The blood barrier. Most impassable of all mountain ranges. What in the name of all 12 gods had made the fairy scholar come here? There wasn't a single danger that didn't lurk here. Into what kind of barren land had he brought Nuri? The orcs called these mountains Gravish's Claws. And of all the black furs, the most horrible tribe called this its home. They took their captured prisoners to the caves of Orakar and hunted them to death. That's what was said of the bloodthirsty Zolochai. And the path led straight through their camp.